Our next speaker goes by two names. So we got a lot of names going on here. David Small, but I know him as DJ Justice. My, what a heart, what a man. DJ has been in Dr. Jim's and my life over a decade. And when he plays these tunes with this DJ, it rolls. You're going to hear one of his tunes from his album, which is 8 volumes, Awareness, Alignment, Abundance, that he just surprised me when we were in Aruba and did 72 tracks. Did I say 72? Yes, 72 tracks. I said to DJ, gosh, I bet you wish that I would have been 27. He did it in honor of my 72 years here on planet Earth. So it was that's just how he gives and gives back. And he is the collaboration. When you hear our theme song, Real Men, Real Men, I'm talking about a really real man. That is all of his genius as well, because he's a genius behind the disc. He has Skyline Productions. He has a movie company, and he is a husband and father. And I'm going to say, I know that Sir Dr. Antoine Chevalier is still backstage. I'm going to say happy Father's Day to you, because you were the part that brought Luke into the world. For real. But DJ Justice, my man with a plan, he was the one that brought life to everything. Yes, you did, DJ, when it came to everything in Aruba. It was wonderful. But what I know is that you're just, when you asked me, you said, Dr. Jody, Mama Bear, I really want to speak in Aruba. I had no idea the talent that was in you and what you're bringing to the social pillar in our book. Real Men Are Aware will be second to none. So just take us through your story. Take us through your journey. David Small, DJ Justice. The next 15 minutes is yours, because I want to have a little 2 minutes with that clip of yours. So tell us your story, DJ, please.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, I don't hear you. I don't. My goodness. You are not. Your audio is not there. I'm not sure why. Try this again. Chris, can you say it? Let's. Your audio is not there. And here we've got a DJ man. That's something else.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Because we got to hear the DJ.
I had to, technology, it is the best and worst friend of yours at sometimes, but being a DJ and being an audio technician, we'll work it out. So I'm just using my iPhone to connect to my iMac. I love this Apple universe, but thank you so much, Mama Bear, just for being who you are, being a light and a guide in my life, and just allowing your decades of experience and knowledge to help so many people. Helped me. A lot of folks don't realize the journey that I've gone, not only with my health, with my weight loss. And I mean, I went down from 350 to 265 in a short period of time. And we're still going. Thanks to you and Dr. Jim doing a lot more with our walks and just that mindfulness, and the Aruba experience was amazing. And I just want to thank you so much for having me to be a part of it. And thank you to everyone that was there. And for those that don't know, we'll talk about that later, but you got to go to Brazil.
Brazil, Hawaii, wherever we go, it just, when my nose itches, guess what? It's on. You just got to be there with us.
Absolutely. Well, again, just to give you a little bit about my background, my name is David Small, grew up here in North Carolina, started DJing at the young age of 10 years old. So I've really been at this for 30 years now. Shout out to my uncle, Patrick Smith, PG Smooth, who took me under his wings. And I started out old school, carrying crates of records and setting up.
Wait a minute. Can you even see coming into a gig? You got DJ Justice and PJ Smooth.
Hey, yeah, we did it. And his tagline was, "We keep them dancing." And that's what we did. And that spark of not only entrepreneurship, my mother, Miss Diane Bellamy Small, a lifelong entrepreneur, She's been an Avon lady even to this day for over 50 years. And so that seeing that entrepreneurship as a young man, I started my first business when I was 7. I got into music. I was a teenager seeking that frequency, that pulse. And that's why I call part of this chapter the frequency of connection,
The
because everything that
frequency of
you're doing,
connection in the social pillar, by the way, which since you're so social with your DJness, that fits.
absolutely, and being able to be that impact and that grenade that sometimes goes off in a room on many stages across the country and even across the world, to be able to make that impact is something that is truly truly close to my heart, and we're continuing to do that. You know, the journey is not over, and everything opportunity, you don't create opportunities, you take opportunities with you. You
Mhm.
are that opportunity, and it's just that culmination of who you're around at that time that allows it to shine through.
And shine you did. Yeah, I can see you in in Aruba, and you had this. What kind of apparel did you have? Was that something that you picked up on one of your projects that you're making a movie in Ghana? Did you pick that up in Ghana? I mean, you know, I remember Dr. Jim and I looked at each other and goes, well,
I got
DJ just kind of showed out.
I actually had that custom made. There's a seamstress who's actually from Ghana. I picked up some fabric while I was there and brought it home with me. And I was like, I'm going to Aruba. I need something lightweight, but I need something that'll definitely make a statement. And a statement it did. It was beautiful, and I'm so appreciative of Miss Martha Oscar for putting that together for me.
Because it was great, it was good. So before I let you just take front and center for the next 9 minutes, when and this is really has something to do with your quote, and it's that frequency connection. I knew after I'd written the poem "Real Men Are Aware," I knew that I just had to call you, because you're a you're blue red like I am 98 blue. We're just social beings, and I read it to you, and then I started doing my freestyle rapper, as we said in Aruba, a move over Cardi B. Now there's Jody B.
Absolutely.
And you said no, get on the Zoom, and it was just magic creating this with you. And I want to thank you for your genius, your love, and your caring, because without love and caring there is no genius. You heard Dr. Antoine really talk about the heart. It's all about the heart, and how beautiful he was going through everything as he did. But when you came up with your title, A Frequency of Connection, I want to bring you front and center. The next 9 minutes is yours.
Well, again, I want to thank you for just putting together all of the things that you've done, from this decades long of health and wellness and this mission of education. And what I want people to take away from the frequency of connection is that there's no debt, there's no doubt, there is no noise, there is just frequency. A lot of times, and going to the title of this book of what real men that are aware can take away from this. Oftentimes we're told to just, tough it up and keep going. But this is not about manifestation as a concept. It's about discipline. It's about the practice of being that man that shows up. My story again goes back here to North Carolina, just 40 years. I am a husband to my beautiful wife, Dee. We're about to celebrate our 9th wedding anniversary, and we're 9 and 23. So 23 years of being in each other's lives and 9 years married. I have 4 beautiful children, Dion, Josh, DJ, and Calvin, which that's what keeps me going. But we don't wait for opportunity. You carry that opportunity with you through the setbacks, through the different decisions that I've made in my life, starting out as a teenager and being starting out as a young kid and being an entrepreneur. I was on the front cover of National Magazine for entrepreneurship at the age of 12 years old. Started DJing at 10, went to school for recording engineering at 16, but also 5 days before my 18th birthday, I found myself in a world of trouble, sitting in a jail cell looking at 35 to 42 years in prison. I came home on my 22nd birthday So not only was that day my birthday, but my rebirth at the same time. And I had to make some decisions. I had to look in the mirror and really begin to hone in and go from the mind to my heart. And as I was sitting on a park bench one day, I had $2 in my pocket, and I'm listening to a YouTube recording of Les Brown, and he's talking about how anything is possible, but you got to be hungry. And from that moment, I made a decision that I would let my desire and my hunger push me in the right direction. And so I got back into DJing. I traveled. I was given some opportunities. I made my way to New York, end up talking my way into DJing a conference. And that gave me a shot. From there, I was able to travel around the world and impact so many people at business development conferences, as well as personal development conferences. That's where I actually met Dr. Jody and several others that we are associated with. And now, 30 years later, as a DJ, I have been blessed to be in so many different rooms and so many different musical situations. I now have my own. I'm the co-founder of a record label and film company, 722 Enterprises, with my very dear friend and business partner, Mr. Roderick Skibo Johnson. I'm the global A&R director for Ubuntu Entertainment, a record label based in Atlanta, Georgia, headed by Haitian superstar producer, Mr. Carl Shackleton. Back in 2017, I got into the drone industry and started Skyline Video Pros, where we do all types of amazing aerial and traditional media production, but specializing in drone technology. So I've been able to take those portions of my life, those life lessons, those connections, that frequency, and tie it all together to present beautiful works to people all over the world, to make impacts and change. We've gone and helped children in Belize doing summer camps, teaching them media production, entrepreneurship, and those real values that real men carry. You know, not only working here in the United States, in North Carolina and Atlanta, we've traveled down to Florida on several occasions. It was my honor and privilege to work with Dr. Big Bob Baer as we filmed some of the things.
Oh, I got to come up there with that one, because was that a connection when you said that? And is this a great place to bring in that there will be a movie? We're in the process of getting funding, because when you brought into my life, I had no idea that you had a terabyte of footage when we did everything from the ancient Spanish monastery down in North Miami all the way up to Jacksonville. And with you and your media thing, when good people come together, that is no debt, no doubt, no noise, just frequency. And I'm looking forward to that project. So
that's what we're.
A woman can interrupt now, can't we? So keep going, DJ.
That's what it's about, is making things happen. And you know, there's nothing like doing. You know, I learned something from a very good business mentor of mine. He said we have 3 rules in business: we must do what we say we're going to do, we must like and trust each other, and we got to have fun. Because if we don't do what we say we're going to do, we're not going to like and trust each other, and we're not going to have fun. And I've got to give that quote to Mr. Scott Harris, the true rhino, who's been a mentor and just an inspiration to me since I met him all these years ago. And it's true. Whenever we have good friends and good family, we're not just friends, we're family. And we're here, we're back to back with each other through the ups and downs, the trials of life, but also those joys. And this is one of those moments where we're going to have a major celebration this is just going to be one movie of series of movies that we're going to produce and create, as well as provide some original music. I went to school for recording engineering, so I've been a music producer working in studios for years now. And whenever you told me about Aruba, and I was like, okay, I got my mind twirling. I was sitting here the beginning part of this year, and it took me about a month and a half. And I dialed in and kind of really focused. And like Dr. Chevalier said, I took it from the head to the heart and went in and created these tracks. Today is actually the first official day of Volume 1. There are 12 of my personal favorites that are the first 12 in this first volume. Your Real Man is going to be on all streaming platforms here very soon. We got it uploaded to our distributor the other day. That's coming. So you guys stay tuned. You'll be able to check that out. Can't wait to see this dance. And there'll be some other videos coming up
Oh,
too.
that's an overlay. So I don't want to do that. But
That's
I will. I'm going to take us down. I'm going to just put this in just for a minute because it's just too pretty. That cover is just too pretty, too pretty. Is that just fine, 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 fine? It is now, isn't it?
That is the cover that I created for while we were in an Aruba. If you scan
Yeah.
that QR code, you
Yes.
can listen now. It's on all streaming platforms. And if we go down to our musical assets where we have some background music, there's one that's called Radiant Master. That is the track on the album. And this was amazing down in Aruba. We absolutely loved it. And there's so much more. Your worldwide mix master. I go by the name of DJ Justice, and this is Dr. Dee Baer, the world's foundational health coach, Mama Bear to all of us. And I just want to thank you again so much for giving me this opportunity, not only to be around you and in your presence and learn and study, but also to share with you all.
Because when you, DJ, you are just in the social pillar. And you're one of 4 authors. I'm humbled and honored to say, this is your second book that we've done together. How about this? Because you are such this is a great way to end this. Take your hand and put it over your heart. You feel your heart beating. Take the other one. Put it here on top of that. Your heartbeat strong because we need each other. And we need some of the men who goes by 2 names because he's too big to just have one. David Small, DJ Justice, we're playing the whole radiant awareness for you right now because no debt, no doubt, no noise. You are just frequency because you are frequency, the man with a plan. Thank you, DJ, from the bottom of my heart.